Hello, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are in the world. Stanley, welcome
Thank
to
you.
the Kajabi Fireside Chats. It is so awesome to have you back again, and especially because today we're talking affiliates.
Yeah, I'm super excited to talk about this.
Yes. So, just in case someone has not met you before on a previous fireside chat or another awesome Kajabi related event, I would love for you to tell us what is your role at Kajabi? Like, what do you do? You're on the payments team, but what does that mean?
So my name is Stanley. I work here at Kajabi as a product manager on the commerce team. And so I look over a lot of the payments and sometimes checkout parts of Kajabi. And in addition to that, I also look over our affiliate feature, which has needed a little bit of love. And so that is what
Okay, that's an understatement. That's an understatement.
so that's what we're here to talk about today.
Excellent, excellent. I am very excited to see the affiliate feature getting some love because, as someone who is an affiliate and has my own affiliate program to help promote my own offers, it feels like it's been a little neglected. So my heart is happy seeing this part of Kajabi getting love, and especially that you are behind it. Are you in charge? Are you like in charge of affiliates?
I would say in Kajabi, we all take ownership of everything.
Okay,
But I
okay.
would say that for the most part, if you come to me with affiliate questions, I will have answers for you. They may not always be the answers that you want at that moment, but I am the person that you would be looking to talk to.
Excellent, excellent. I love that because I'm sure there's a few people who've got questions about Kajabi's affiliate product. So now we have our direct contact. Stanley is the man. Um, if you do have questions around what we're talking about today, because Stanley's going to unveil some stuff, which I'm very excited about, or just in general, because as you were talking to me when we had a little chat beforehand,
Mhm.
you want to hear from heroes and you want to hear like what is it that we Kajabi's missing in the affiliate program, because it's your goal to help make it better so you can help us sell more stuff.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah. That's We always want feedback. I specifically want your feedback around affiliates. I will say that uh, a lot of the things that you might come up with, I may have heard, but that is totally okay, right? I think
okay.
you don't necessarily win points for uniqueness. I really just want to know how it's working for you, how it's not working for you, and ultimately, like we're driving towards the same goal, which is we're just trying to make it better. We're just trying to make it work.
Yes. Awesome. And just for clarification for anyone who is like, what are we talking about with affiliates? So Kajabi, there's two sides of the affiliate program. There's Kajabi's partner program, which is where people promote Kajabi, and people like myself, partners, get paid a commission. I love the partner program. But what we're talking about today is not that. We're not talking about Kajabi's promotion of Kajabi. We're talking about the affiliate feature within your Kajabi account that lets your customers, clients, and people promote your products, and then you pay
Exactly.
them a commission. So yeah,
Perfect.
should we go through a little run through of why people should use affiliates? Because you got some awesome stuff ready, and I
Yeah,
was getting
let's
a little
go. I
excited
will be
seeing the
very
stats. I
careful.
love
I will be
stats.
very careful with the wording during this webinar because people often do get confused between the partner
Mm.
program and affiliates. But that is why the first slide will say Kajabi affiliate feature and not just Kajabi affiliates
Okay, okay,
to
great. So
to
that's
avoid
how we should
confusion.
refer to it. So
Yeah.
Kajabi's
So
affiliate feature.
yeah, and so we just talk about it, as the feature inside Kajabi that allows you to build something similar to the partner program, basically, right? Like that's the goal.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk a little
All
bit about
right.
it. I'm just going to start with some top level stats here. So uh, we're sometimes posed with the question of why should a hero start an affiliate program of their own?
Mhm.
This is one of the reasons why I love this feature. I love this area. It's because it's a very high leverage area. What we have found in our own data is that heroes who use Kajabi's affiliate feature they earn 2 to 3 times more revenue than heroes that don't. Part of the reason for this is that they are also seeing larger average transaction sizes. So yes, with an affiliate feature, you have to incentivize your affiliates, you have to pay them a commission. But yet we still see heroes, they typically earn, like on an average basis, they earn more than the cost of that commission that they're paying out. So what that means is that the program is working for them, right? It is producing real results, and they're not just paying out commissions and not seeing anything in return. In fact, that is one of the reasons why a lot of folks love affiliate programs, right? Including Kajabi's own partner program, right? It's because you are paying for someone that is bringing in not just a lead, but they are actually bringing in a sale, right? And so it is in my mind, it is a low risk marketing tool to boost your business. And a lot of the metrics that we see inside of Kajabi kind of prove that out. So beyond this, and this is my last metric slide, and then I'd love to hear your thoughts around this, Sue, but I'll get through this slide. What we see on average, just so that your audience kind of has a feeling for what is this program, what would a program like this cost me? So on average, for the affiliate transactions that we see it come across Kajabi, the average commission paid is around 27%. And you can kind of see that kind of rings true with Kajabi's own like partner program, right? It's a very similar number. It's, in fact, that's where a lot of heroes roughly land. Right? This is an average number depending on the levers you need to pull, depending on how costly your offer is. Like your mileage is going to vary a little bit there, but that's on average what we see. And the other question is like, do I have to pay a commission for every sale that I make? Like, how does that work? The typical spread that we see is that we see heroes kind of break out a certain percentage of their offers that they want to run with their affiliates, and they have offers that they don't want. And that spread usually looks like 31% of those offers are enabled on their affiliate program, meaning they're paying commissions out for those sales. But the remaining 70% are not, right? So this does not have to be your entire business. Does not mean that every sale you have to pay a commission for. But what I would say is that, so there's a kind of like happy medium there. Like you can kind of have the offers that you might want people to promote, and you can kind of have the offers that maybe you're not promoting through this tool, right? You're not paying out commissions for. And so like when we look at these numbers, just at like a very surface level, we can kind of see that, well, if you're paying 27% for the transaction, but the average transaction size is 1.7 times, it seems to bear out that, oftentimes, even when paired with the commission, typically like the transaction sizes and the revenue, the net amount after each transaction is still higher than the average hero makes, right? Once again, average numbers to be taken with a grain of salt, but this really speaks to the idea that, you can have a affiliate program which effectively pays for itself with more revenue to you, and typically higher average transaction sizes as well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy seeing that, because it's my personal experience as someone who, I've crossed over 400 grand that I've made on being an affiliate for other people. It's what allows me to travel around the world, and I'm so grateful for it. But also paying out to affiliates, it always makes me happy when I pay my affiliates commission for recommending my stuff, because we as business owners have a cost to acquire customers. And it's either a cost in our time creating content, which is a very slow way to get success, or we have to pay for ads or some other way of getting in front of people. And the benefit of affiliates is that you are getting in front of other people's audience, because other people are sharing your work with people that they know and that they trust. And the benefit of that is it's not ads where it's just a random ad coming up on a feed. This is a personal recommendation, and personal recommendations are incredibly powerful, really, really effective. And as the person who owns the business, you only pay when it works. So if it doesn't work, if that person's, recommendation doesn't result in any sales, you don't need to pay until it does work. So that's one of the things that I love the most about having your own affiliates.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I couldn't have said it better myself. And I think it's, it's always great. Oftentimes your affiliates are often your past students, right? So it's like
Exactly.
maybe not
Yeah.
even a person, not just a person that you know, but also a person that's familiar with your work, right?
Yeah.
They know about you, they bought in, and they want to help promote you. And I think
Mhm.
it's a great relationship to be able to pay out a commission to, someone, that kind of knows who you are.
Yeah. And for me, as someone who is pretty successful as being an affiliate, I only promote things that I use and love.
Yeah.
And, sometimes I'll ask to become an affiliate just because I'm like, hey, I'm already telling people like about your stuff. And it's just such a natural, easy way. Like you're not going out and asking people to spam your stuff everywhere. You're saying, hey, if you loved it, why don't you tell someone about it? And then, you get to a commission for it. So.
Exactly. Yeah. And, we'll talk a little bit more about some of these like factors and like our tips and tricks, but I think,
Mhm.
that's a perfect way of describing it, right? Like you're having your audience broadcast this out for you. They know your work. You're not just advertising out. You're not just like spamming Facebook
Yeah.
ads into the void.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are, I would say, like, generally speaking, like people that are know or related to people that are your affiliates are probably going to be closer to your target demo, right? Probably than just someone random like on the street.
Yeah.
Right? So I
Yeah.
think it cuts in a lot of different ways, but yeah, like that's the whole point, right? The whole point is like you want
Yeah.
to get people that you have some familiarity with, that have familiarity with you, that can help spread the message right around like what it is
Yeah.
that you do.
Yeah. And if you think about it, even though you're paying someone a commission, like, we'll talk about the percentages in a sec. You are paying them a commission to get in front of someone who may never have even heard of you, let alone bought from you. So you're
Yeah,
paying that commission to get someone into your world that, that's a really good thing, like to be able to pay for that. So if you were charging, say, or you're paying out 30% commission, you're still getting 70% of money that would not have existed had that affiliate not promoted for you.
exactly.
Which, yeah.
Yeah.
And just in terms of that commission percentage, that 27% average, that is
Hmm.
around what I see in my own affiliate programs, because
Hmm.
hopefully, Stanley will have time to show us some of the affiliate stuff, but you can change the percentage of commission per offer. So it's not
Yes.
that you have to set it as a flat rate across all products. So for me, for my on-demand digital products, I usually give around 40 to 50% commission because there's very little work in the delivery of that. But if it is something where it is a coaching program, or even sometimes like for service provider products, I feel like I offer a 10% commission on that, because it's more of like a referral program in that case rather than an affiliate program for those offers where you're actually delivering something. So you can change it. You can make it
Yeah.
offer specific. You can have some things where you're like, that's actually, I'm not going to offer commission on that. You could just have one thing that you offer commission on, and that's like a deliberate sort of affiliate funnel. Like there's options, which
Yeah,
we like.
absolutely. And I think on the Kajabi side, we encourage folks to try things out, right? I mean, a
Yes.
commission and the rate that you pay is about, how well are you incentivizing your affiliate
Yeah.
audience to
Yeah.
sell on your behalf, right? And we'll talk a little bit more about like how you can better empower your affiliates.
Yeah.
But fundamentally, it's just like, what's the incentive that works for your affiliate base, and that's going to differ. Right? It's going to differ depending on what you sell, who your affiliates are.
Mhm.
But yeah, just as a kind of benchmark, it's a nice number to have, and
Yeah.
it is oftentimes what I see, and it is often a rate that I see for even quite high dollar amount transactions, right? That are
Okay.
spanning even several $1,000s.
Okay.
So
Nice.
it is, yeah, I think it is, once again, this is our average across the board, but still I do see a lot of, a lot of our larger heroes kind of tagging around this point. And so there's some magic around this number. I can't quite put my finger on it, but once again, it just seems to be like at that level, it seems to be producing the right reaction from their affiliates, right? And I think that's kind of what I would describe it as.
Yeah, and as an affiliate, you want, like, for your affiliates, like, you want to really encourage them, and a nice big juicy commission. If someone signs up to a $2,000 program and they're going to end up making $800 from that, that's really going to encourage someone more than, maybe if they make $8. So,
Exactly.
I tend to err on the side of generosity. And the thing is, you can always play around with it. You can start at something. If you're like, I'm not really happy with that, then you can change pretty easily and quickly, as we'll see when Stanley takes us through a little demo of the Affiliate Center. But I would just love to know, if you are joining us live, do you have an affiliate program? And if you do, have you, been using that in Kajabi? Do you have it somewhere else? Just curious to know. So Stanley can be like, all right, what are our competitors? what are they doing? what do we need to do to get you to come to Kajabi, maybe? Cool. All right. So, shall we have a look at some of the features that Kajabi have introduced this year? Because it's like all these little things keep dripping in, and it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Kajabi nerd, so I get excited every time. But there may be some things that you don't realize are even available, because Stanley showed me something new that I didn't know was available.
Absolutely. So I think, Sue, as we've been talking about, I think the affiliate feature has needed some love. My position here at Kajabi prevents me from saying that our affiliate tool is bad, but I would just say that there's always room for improvement.
I'll say it. I'll say it for you, Stanley. There is 100% room for improvement.
That said, we have begun dipping our toes into making like much requested improvements in more subtle ways over the past year. I was slightly saddened to hear that you hadn't seen this, which means like we haven't been doing a good job of broadcasting some of this. But yes, we have been making some feature enhancements, and we're going to walk through later. We're going to have some bigger ones as well. And so a lot of the work that we've been doing over this past year has just been beginning to tee ourselves up to begin making a lot of the changes that our heroes have been requesting of us to make within our affiliate feature, just to make it more usable. And ultimately, our goal is to help heroes earn more money, right? And I am a big believer in affiliate programs and the power that they can bring. And so a lot of these features, even though they're small, I have been quite excited for them. So let's talk through 3 or so features that we've released just over like the past year to address some of the challenges that heroes have had. This first one is a small one. It is a report that allows you to download the form submission metrics for your affiliate program. So Kajabi's affiliate tool can track clicks to your share links. It can track form submissions, and it can obviously track when someone makes a purchase. So a purchase is going to be a conversion. It's going to be a sale. A form submission is when anyone goes through a Kajabi form. And a click is just when someone clicks on a share link. So historically, form submissions, you couldn't see anything except just a number. You couldn't see what form people have been submitting. And even if you went into the forms section within Kajabi, through Kajabi's navigation, you couldn't see like which affiliate like referred who to that particular form. So that information just wasn't available. So we've surfaced, this is what it looks like in the app. Sorry for this marketing image, but it's actually just like a download button next to the form submission, which allows you to download a report that shows you all the form submissions. You can filter it by specific affiliate, and it'll tell them which which contacts they've referred to which form. And how we've seen heroes use this is that we do have heroes that have affiliate programs that are based more on form submissions and opt-ins than on the conversions themselves. The reason why is that they're basically like leveraging their own funnels. So they're just trying to drive people to the top of the funnel, and then their funnel marketing emails kind of take that contact to being a customer, as it's designed to do with a funnel. So they really just have their affiliates like refer people to a form. And so they're paying out based off of form submissions. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, I love that this is an option, because as you know, someone, when you're asking people to share affiliate links, often it's a lot easier to ask them to share a free sign up to something than to actually sell something. And now that we have this feature, like, you know, it can be like, hey, if you get 100 signups, you'll, I don't know, go in the draw to win something, or you'll get paid out something. So being able to track those, I was very excited when you showed me that. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that. So it is a download from within the affiliate center.
Exactly. You can download this on a per affiliate basis or across the board. But even if you don't necessarily reward people directly for form submissions / opt-ins, like you can, it's good as a metrics tool, right? So you can see which affiliates are kind of driving folks to your forums. And you can see if those heroes are ultimately more, or sorry, not heroes, affiliates are ultimately more successful at generating sales, right, through your affiliate program, right, versus those that don't. We oftentimes also just see, you know, heroes, they just have folks drive people to the top of the funnel. They do track the form submissions. They have like smaller bounties for that, but they are still doing commissions on the sale. And so ultimately, there's still an incentive for affiliates to drive high quality leads into these forums, but it's just a much friendlier way for your affiliates to do this, because they're not saying like, hey, go to this checkout page based off my recommendation and immediately pay. It's like, hey, go to this sign up page where, you know, there's like a free ebook or something, right? There's some incentive for the sign up. Like I recommend it, and you know, I know this person, like I know this hero, and like that is sometimes the structure. Once again, there's a lot of different ways to structure it, and I'm constantly impressed with the like vast variety of ways that people have made use of the tools that we have, right? And I think form submissions in this particular area is definitely one of them, right? It's definitely kind of like a little bit of like a hidden trick that a lot of our larger affiliate program users use. Cool.
So, I love it. I just took part in a promotion last month where when you hit milestones, like if you hit 100, you got a free course. And if you hit 200, like signups, free signups, then you got something else. And so there were like these tiered things of these goals. And I will say 100% incentivized me to be promoting it more, because I'm like, oh, you know, I don't even know if I want that course. I just want to hit the goal. So.
Precisely. Yeah. I think it adds a lot of elements of like gamification, things like that as well. And so the report makes it a bit easier. I mean, it doesn't, it's not exactly a slam dunk, but it is, you know, it's progress.
Will affiliates be able to see that for themselves, like form submissions?
Currently, no, but I would love to hear from folks, like, is that information that they are, so they can see the number of form submissions that they have done. Like that's visible today, but they cannot download that report for themselves. It is possible for you as a hero to very easily do it. It was a conscious decision because we did not necessarily want to introduce that across the board if folks weren't wanting their affiliates to see that. But I would love to hear, you know, feedback around that, and just like, do you want your affiliates to see all the information, right, at that granular level, every customer, or would you just prefer like a stat, right? Like the stats are what we have today. They are obviously, all the stats are lifetime, which is a problem. But you know, even filtered down, like, is that what you prefer to see, or would you prefer your affiliates to have like the same granularity that you do? So I think that is an area where on the Kajabi side, we tend to be a little bit more cautious about how much we will just like, as we're making improvements in the area, like how much off the bat we will just, you know, unveil to your affiliates, as it is your program. It's not our program, right? So we want to make sure that you have the right control and that you have the level of transparency that you want. And so that's kind of where we aired on, but would love to once again hear how people are
Yeah.
using, and like, is that something you'd want your affiliates to see?
Cool. Give Stanley a feedback. He's hungry for it.
Great. So let's talk through another one that has been much requested, which is just flat dollar amounts off for affiliate coupons. So regular Kajabi coupons, you could always do amount off for a long time now. For affiliate coupons, which from a coupon perspective, they work like a regular coupon. The difference, of course, with an affiliate coupon is that the coupon code is unique to that affiliate. So if someone uses that affiliate coupon code, that affiliate will get credit for the sale. And so this basically just, kind of gives you the same flexibility that you have today with coupons, but you can also do that with affiliate coupons as well. So much requested. We should have, we should have had this a while ago. We have it now.
Yeah.
All right. Not too much to talk through there. So in this next part, you're going to begin seeing us get into like a little bit more meaty sections here. And so we have made a change to begin allowing flat rate commissions instead of percentage-based ones for your offers. So if you're offering a commission on an offer, historically, you've only been allowed to offer a percentage, not a flat amount. And so now we're allowing flat amount commissions. So instead of offering 30% on a $10 transaction, you could, for instance, offer $3 on a $10 transaction. In addition to that, we have addressed one of the longer standing concerns, which was that for subscriptions and payment plans, as folks that have used the Kajabi affiliate feature for a long time have always known, if someone purchases a subscription for you and it was an affiliate that referred them, you pay that commission for the lifetime of that subscription or payment plan, right? You just pay it. You pay it all the way until that customer is no longer subscribed or no longer on that payment plan. With this feature, we took the opportunity to change that dynamic slightly. You now have the option to allow to just pay the commission one time, basically when the subscription, upon the first payment of that subscription or payment plan. Sue, you and I were talking a little bit yesterday about this. There's like a hidden feature here. It is kind of, if you live in, California, it is kind of like an in and out secret menu of a feature. And that is with the flat rate commission combined with this like one-time payout, we allow you to do interesting things like offering a flat amount commission that exceeds like one individual payment of your subscription. So if you have a $10 subscription, historically, if you were to offer a affiliate commission on that $10 offer, you could only offer 100% commission, right? Like that's the maximum commission you could offer. But now we allow you, if you're selecting a flat rate amount, you can offer an amount that exceeds the value of like a single payment. So if you have a $10 subscription, you can offer a one-time commission for $20 if you want to. And I think for those of you following along, you might ask, like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to pay more than the value of the payment? And this comes down to like how you architect your affiliate program, right? As I'm sure, like, Sue, you talked to a lot of heroes around like how to set these things up. But one of the things, one of the concepts that we think about is just like, what is the lifetime value of that customer, right? Like, you don't necessarily, sometimes you don't need to be that concerned about what happens when the customer immediately purchases. It is about like, what does that customer bring in generally, like over their lifetime with you, right? Like with you as a student. And let's say if you have a $10 subscription per month, but on average, your customers, like they stay with you, like your students, they stay with you for 7 months. Then it begins to make sense why you might want to pay someone $20 to bring in that student, if you know that they're going to stay for 7 months. Yes, there's some risk, but this is all part of like how you want to orchestrate your incentives for, how you want to orchestrate your incentives for your affiliates, and just basically like understanding like the patterns of your own students, right? Because once again, if we take the example of like small dollar amount rewards, like a $20 commission sounds more attractive than like $3 per month over 7 months, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like, yes, you as a hero, you might not want to pay $3 every month forever, but at the same time, like the affiliate is like, what am I doing with my life? Like, what am I waiting? Like, why am I trying to get like $3 per month every month? Like, this seems like, such a strange amount or such a small amount.
Yeah.
It's just a non-motivating amount, right? And so once again, we're trying to move in Kajabi, we're trying to move in the direction of just giving you options, right? Like we do want to make sure that your affiliate programs are, to the best of our ability, successful and make sense. But we also allow you to do things that might be a little bit riskier because we want to give you the ability to architect a program that makes sense for you and makes sense for your students.
Which I love. I love options. I love that we have different tools available to us, because something that you might want to use a feature like that for is maybe it's just for a limited time promotion for your affiliates. Maybe if you have a membership, you want to run an affiliate only promo just for a week, and you really want to get your affiliates behind this. So you give them that, that one time kind of bounty, where it's like they get an instant payout. Obviously you're taking on a little bit of risk that someone's going to stay on long enough, but that's where you can experiment. You can see, hey, what happens after a year? Do people who signed up, through affiliates stay on longer? And if that's a pattern that you see, then you can be like, I want to try this. But the good thing is, though, is that we have options. So you don't have to do that, but it's just that now you've got choices of how you set up your commission, and it gives you more options to play around with it, to try different strategies, and it makes me very happy, Stanley, got to say.
Absolutely.
If you're also happy, let me know.
And as part of this work, we've also done just some cleanup around the app as well. Some of the things that we've done is we have added we've updated the commission setup page for the affiliate feature. So this is subtle. It's not something that we've talked about a lot, but one of the things you can do, this just makes things easier from an organizational standpoint, is you can group together offers and you can apply commissions to them in bulk, right? So we try our best to just we're trying our best to do things like, over this past year, to do things that have been small, that have been requested, that will help, and just like make your lives easier. And, this is one of it. Like, it's, once again, I would not blame anyone for not knowing this until I've just told you. We've done some brief marketing around this, but honestly, it's just like, it's something deep, and it's something deep within our feature. And it just like, it helps make your life easier just running this program. And, so as long, like, if you need to just like in bulk switch over a bunch of offers to a lower commission rate, higher commission rate, you can do it right from the affiliate, feature dashboard. You don't need to go into each individual offer to do it.
Save so much time, so much time.
All right.
All right.
So we get into some sneak peeks, Sue. What about?
Yes. Okay, right. I'm excited, and I'm sure you are also going to be excited. It's
so
peek o'clock.
Granted, the features that I've just gone over, I would not blame you if you're like, what are we talking about, Stanley? And I think a lot of this is just because we have been on the Kajabi side building towards like a new experience to overhaul our affiliates program to just make things overall better. And so we've been trying to tackle some of the things that have been requested, but some of the other things, some of the bigger questions have required like a larger thought and larger overhaul. And so I'm really excited to introduce kind of like the new affiliate experience here. And what this is, what I'm showing you, is a restructuring of how affiliate commissions, which are generally in our app referred to as affiliate transactions, are organized within our app, how you can manage them within our app. So one of the things that we have seen from our heroes, and a question that is often posed to one hero to the other, is, if I'm using Kajabi's affiliate feature, how do I know who has been paid out, how do I know when to pay them out? And the answer up till now has been like Google Sheet, Excel Sheet, Magic, intuition, a lot of things, but nothing great. And so we're introducing a whole new system of how to manage these affiliate transactions. This system is a overhaul of how commissions are tracked within our system. To be clear, the commissions themselves and how commissions are assessed with cookies and that whole system remains the same. What we have done is that we have put a system of statuses and organization behind those transactions. So it is easier for you to see at a glance who you have paid in the past, what transactions are still owed, and if there are any problems with any of those things, right? So we have introduced this system, which we don't really have a specific name for, but these, commission transaction statuses and this whole system is basically for the express purpose so that you don't have to leave the Kajabi dashboard. You don't have to leave the Kajabi app to manage your affiliate program. You can do everything from the Kajabi app, and we just basically handle all the organization for you. So what are we looking at on this screen? With these statuses here, we basically have an indicator of which transactions are due, which transactions are pending. And so a very fair question is, what is a pending transaction? We don't, transactions don't have statuses at all today. So what does pending mean? Mm-hmm. And so with this system of statuses, we have introduced a system of commission payment delays. And those payment delays are basically allows you to tell Kajabi after a sale is made that an affiliate brought in, how long until you as the hero want to pay that affiliate. And Sue, I'm sure that you have a great best practice of what that date is. And so let me ask you, how long should a hero wait before they pay their affiliate? And why should they wait?
My general rule is a minimum of 30 days, depending on your personal refund policy. So if you have a refund policy of 30 days, which is reasonably standard, then I would set affiliate commissions to be paid out at least after that refund period has passed. The reason being is that if someone asks for a refund and you've already paid the commission, you can't get it back. So for most affiliate programs, it'll have around that kind of clearance. Usually just from an admin perspective, I recommend setting a specific day. So, maybe on the 7th or the 15th of the month after the transaction has cleared to give time. So if the transaction takes place in August, then the 30 days, just say it was on the 15th of August, the 30 days would be the 15th of September, and then paying out after that. So I would then pay that out on the 15th of October.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think I couldn't have said it any better. It comes down to just, in a lot of ways, it's protecting yourself, right? It's like protecting your business. Yeah. And also understanding your pattern of refunds. I think 30 days is actually exactly what I would recommend. I don't professionally tell folks how to create affiliate programs, but what I would say that is I do work on the payment side. So from my perspective, observationally, there are two things that you might be concerned with. One, you'd be concerned with refunds. The others, you'd be concerned with disputes, which for all intents and purposes for your affiliate program are refunds, but worse. And so 30 days, is a great benchmark, and that's exactly kind of what we've endeavored to do here and surface within this app, right? We allow you to set up that system to help protect your business, but for the time frame that makes sense. I have heard 30 days. I've also heard 60 days, right? 60 days, but if we only pay out on a certain day of the week, which is kind of what you're describing, Sue, or maybe a certain day of the month, depending on how onerous it is organizationally. And
how many transactions you've got and all that kind of stuff.
Precisely. And so we do all the tracking of that for you. So you can just come into Kajabi, and on the day that you need to pay your affiliates, you can just see who is due what, and you can pay it out.
Yep.
And rest assured that anything that is marked due has waited the amount of time that you have
Yep.
told us to wait. And hopefully, as a best practice, you've communicated to your affiliates as well, right?
Exactly.
Right, and so
I have accidentally paid people out early because in my mind I didn't work out the timing correctly, and then I'm like, please don't refund, please don't refund. You know, less of a stress for smaller transactions. But imagine if you were paying out an $800 transaction to an affiliate, and then that person refunded because you'd accidentally, you know, mucked up the dates. So I'm pretty happy to see, and I'm happy to see this for two reasons. One, for that reason that you're paying, you know, at the correct amount of time that has passed that you set out in the terms and conditions of someone joining your affiliate program. But B, just to know who I've paid and who I haven't. Like,
precisely.
as busy entrepreneurs, there have been times where I'm like, did I pay affiliate commissions this month? I don't know. Was it for last month? You know, it's really easy to lose track of it. So to be able to know where things are at.
And one additional part to this, it is, once again, it's organizational. Right now is in addition to this transactions tab, I don't have it on the screenshot, but the payouts tab allows Kajabi to show you who was grouped together in what affiliate payout you did. So if you had paid out, let's say, if you had uploaded to PayPal and you paid out 7 affiliates, if you go through the workflow, which I'll show you in a little bit, we can tell you that, right? We can tell you, hey, Sue, on August the 5th, you paid out 7 affiliates for these for these amounts, and these are the commission transactions that she paid them out for, right? So once again, a lot of things that I am sure that a lot of our organizational minded heroes have been doing for a long time on their own.
In Excel.
In Excel, Google Sheets, hopefully a spreadsheet tool. That's what I would say. Hopefully a spreadsheet tool at least. And I think what we've done is we've kind of taken a lot of the operational headache of managing those timings out of the equation, and then B, we've also taken kind of a lot of the historical tracking of like, what was in this payout? Like, I have this payout that I sent from PayPal, like what was in there, right? We give you that further detail so you don't have to track it outside. You don't have to keep track. We will keep track because that's what we should be doing, right? That's what we should be doing for you. So those are this parts.
Can I ask a question about that quickly? Do you set the payout period for your whole account or by offer?
It is for your whole account.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So it is a site level setting currently. So for your site, you would set it at the top level. This is mostly just to keep things simple, so that there is one schedule to manage, one place to manage it. Let us know your thoughts around that. And so next is this little curious card here called the manual payments due. We have kind of currently, for those of you that use our affiliate feature, you know that you're reliant on monthly PayPal mass payout reports if you're using PayPal mass payout in that way, or you're calculating it on your own and then running it yourself. And so we have kind of taken that workflow and we've simplified it a bit. And so what we have done here is for this manual payments, we now allow you to do something which is create a payout for those payments. And what creating a payout does is that with this manual payments due modal here, we basically are doing 2 things. One, we're allowing you to track when a commission has been paid. So this action here that I'm showing you, quite simply, marks the transactions that are due as paid at that point in time. So kind of to your workflow, Sue, like all I would expect from you in this workflow is you set a date on your calendar as to when you're going to do payouts. Once you come in, Kajabi will tell you who needs to be paid out. And in this modal, we will actually create a PayPal mass payout report specific for those transactions that are due. It
On
is
that
not,
page.
it is not month bound. It is based on which transactions are due to be paid, right? And that's the way it should be, right? And so just FYI, if you are dependent on the monthly reports today, you can still access those. That is totally fine. But my goal is to move you over to this process, as it is going to be a lot more streamlined for your operation, right? Why look through reports on a monthly basis?
For sure.
What happens if your affiliate does not make a sale for you exactly on the 1st of the month to be paid out on the 30th of the month, right? If they did it on the 15th of one month and then it's the 30th before they're due, then you might have to go looking around, right? And that's exactly what heroes do today. And you shouldn't have to do that. And this is specifically to simplify that workflow. So it allows you to mark things as due. And the whole purpose of this is basically just when you click confirm here, we create a payout, and we create a payout record so you know, and then you have a mass payout report so you know what to pay. We don't pay this on your behalf or anything. This is an organizational tool right now. But it does streamline that operation and make it a lot easier for you to know what to do. And hopefully all you need to mark on your calendar is, when do I pay people out? Not who needs to be paid out what, and like, where do I find that information? You just come straight to this tab. We will have everything that you need. That was kind of our goal.
Love it. I love that so much. That's very cool. Can I ask a question about what will happen to older payments that are already in the system? I've been using Kajabi for 6 years, so I have a pretty large number of previous affiliate payments. Will be able to do like some kind of mass thing to show that they will have all been paid? Like how is that going to work?
Brilliant question, Sue. In fact, I would have expected nothing less. We have done.
You know me, I miss question.
So, to this question, 2 parts. One, this feature, is eventually going to be rolled out to everyone, and we will almost certainly have folks that will continue to use our feature the way that they've always used it. So, to that first question, or to that first point, you can continue to use Kajabi the way you always have. If you don't, if you're not concerned with the statuses, like, the introduction of this will not change that for you, and you can still operate it. Things will move around a little bit, but you could still do it that way if you want. It would not be my recommendation, but you could. Point 2, yes, when you come, specifically for heroes such as yourself, Sue, when you come into this feature for the first time, what will happen is that when you go to set up your first commission schedule, we will surface a banner for you that will allow you to convert all historical transactions as paid. So, we have thought a lot about this, and in fact, I am sure that people may come to you specifically for this question, as you might be better positioned to answer it. But we've thought a lot about, like, okay, Mark is paid. What if people haven't yet paid? Like, what should we do? What should it look like? So, there's going to be a point in time, and I'm going to say the transition, it can't be perfect because we don't know. Right? We don't know anything about your transactions, frankly speaking, right? We don't know when you're trying to pay them out. So it is a bulk tool. We allow you to mark everything as paid. What I would say is, in the app, we'll say something like, we'll mark everything as paid, but please make sure you paid them. There's an element of that. If you did not want to do that, you could also leave them as not marked as paid, and then we'll just have like a little dash by the status, and you could see that they're historical. But basically, you're not going to start seeing pending transactions until you set up your schedule. And so, yes, there's some work right there.
Just ones going forward from the time you set the schedule up.
And so, I think for heroes such as yourself, Sue, my expectation is, like, the happy path is you're going to set up your schedule. You're going to mark everything as paid. There's going to be like a handful or so of transactions that you are managing in your old process. And after that, you can kind of let go. Everything
Yeah.
going forward will be handled. It's just that tricky bit, and I will
Yeah.
be looking for feedback from you specifically, Sue, around how that process goes. As
Okay.
we have actually been, thinking a lot about it on the Kajabi side with whatever information that we have in our brains. Just trying to figure out like what exactly is the best pattern, and I don't think it can be perfect, but hopefully we've given you enough leeway that it works out. So yes, but that is there.
Can I ask when will we get this awesome new thing?
So
Is it going to be
we
this
are very
year?
close. We are very close to releasing this out to betas. Anyone that is part of this webinar, if you reach out to Sue, then Sue can get in contact with me, and I am happy to
I
have this.
will put a post in the Fireside Chat community for anyone who wants to get in touch with Stanley. So it'll just be a pop your hand up in the Fireside Chat community. So go in there, and then I'll connect you with Stanley if you want to be part of testing this out.
Let me know. I would be happy and lucky to have you on board. Cool. All right. So one last one here, organizational in nature, but impactful, which is just the ability to change the commission transaction after it's happened. Please, don't have me do a manual transaction or something crazy. Just help me do that. That is feedback we've gotten a lot. And a lot of what we've been doing has been building up to just something that seems so fundamental, and it's true. And part of this is part of the revamp that we've been doing is just so that we can begin offering you tools like this. And I'm very excited for this. This is a tool we're calling Edit Affiliate Commissions tool, very straightforward. But it allows you to do a lot of things. It is very powerful. It allows you to reassign commissions that are pending. Obviously, when a commission's paid, we're not going to allow you to reassign it. It's already been paid. But for commissions that are due or pending, you can reassign them to another affiliate. Something that happens all the time, cookies and all that, is, hey, that was actually my customer that got tracked for someone else. And right, currently you can't do anything.
Or an example, the beautiful Erica who is here, she joined my affiliate program and then bought something, and so she's like, I'm not sure I'm supposed to get commission paid out to myself for buying something. And I was like, love you, Erica, but no, you don't get commission for your own purchase. So but then it's just sitting in there, it's just sitting there, just reminding me. And now are you saying that we could
when you can cancel that commission? Exactly. And it will be clean in the app, and things will add up correctly. Things will add up correctly for your affiliates. You can adjust the amount of the commission if you so desired. Obviously, once again, we trust our heroes to make the right calls about their business. Part of this is why you'd want to edit the commission to being a lower amount or a higher amount. I don't 100% know all of the reasons in my head, but what I would say is a lot of this comes with make sure you communicate with folks, right? I want to give you all the tools, and I have trust that you are going to use those tools in a way that makes sense. A lot of it is things that Kajabi, we're careful that we are the tool provider behind you, but we are not directly interfacing with your customers. And part of that is hey, if you reduce an affiliate's commission, it would be my it would be my best practice that you tell them. If you don't tell them, I won't say anything on the Kajabi side. But but you can, right?
Will there be a notification email that will go out to the person who earned the commission if there is a change to their commission?
Yeah, exactly, right? If there's a change to commission, there's a wide variety of reasons that you might do this.
But will there be an email that Kajabi sends out if the commission has changed, or is it that you need to let that person know manually?
There is not. And if that is something that your audience is interested in, or you are interested in, Sue, that's feedback that we would like to hear. But once again, we err on the side of cautious to when we talk about emails that go directly to either your customers or your affiliates, right? So it's if it's a 50-50 call for me of should I build this email that goes out to your affiliate, I'm going to choose the let's not make a direct communication to the affiliates unless I absolutely have to, or it makes sense forget password, obviously an email needs to go out, right? But in this sort of situation, it's not even a 50-50 call for me, right? It's I think that there is a reason why some heroes might want it, but I do think that some heroes would prefer to handle this on their own. And that is part of it. Also, with this whole system, one of the other things you can do is you can change the status of a payment. You can change it from pending to due. You can also change it to paid immediately if you want it. And we'll generate a payout for that one transaction if you mark it as paid. And so there's a lot of tools here that I am going to be really excited to see how people use them, right? I'm excited that people will use it for the reasons that I have in my head and the reasons we at Kajabi have in our heads and that we have heard. But I'm more excited just to see what kind of programs people build with these sorts of things.
Yeah, and this is the thing when giving options. I just strongly encourage you to let Stanley know your thoughts if you are using an affiliate program, and especially if you're using an external affiliate program that lets you do some of these things, and you're like, oh yes, I can finally do this thing that I could do in other affiliate program. Deanna before mentioned that there's an affiliate program called Rootable. If there's something in there, Deanna, that you're like, I wish Kajabi would do this, let Stanley know. He wants to hear.
I do want to hear, and I think my basic message is, come home to Kajabi. If you're on Kajabi for everything else, you should be on Kajabi for this, right? That's my.
It's so easy to set up compared to other programs, and it's all in one thing. So I do love it. Yes, Evie's got some questions which I'm going to pop up, but I'll just my 2 cents. I'm going to give you 400 cents, as you know, Stanley. But
I'll keep on the tips. Let's do Q&A, but yes.
But I would love if there was a note section in there, so you could leave a note for yourself as to why you changed the commission.
Oh yes, that is a great call. We do obviously have the reasons when you set up manual transactions, the description field there, but that is a great point. I'll definitely take note of that too.
Cool. All right. Should we do tips and tricks and then we'll do a quick Q&A? So Evie, hang out. Or do you want to do Q&A first, Stanley?
Let's go through the tips, tricks really quickly, and then we can take questions. So I've got 4 tips for you. I've learned these all from heroes. I was not clever enough to come up with them on my own. But some of the tips that once again, these are tips because the usage is very clever and it makes use of a lot of Kajabi's features that you pay for, right? So you should use them. One is, first and foremost, for your affiliates to sign up. Yes, you can just put out the Kajabi affiliate sign up link. Do I think that is the best way to do it? No, I do not think that's the best way to do it. You should likely set up a Kajabi landing page and set up a form. Why do this? 2 reasons. One, it allows you to capture the affiliates as contacts. It allows you to bring them into our email system and you can handle them in a certain way. 2, it allows you to qualify your affiliates. Every large affiliate program that I've seen use this pattern of a landing page before affiliate sign up, they have qualifying questions like, what is your audience size, right? Or are you a past student? Right? And all these questions go into things like tagging these contacts to know, if it is a past student, you might want to give them different guidance, right, than someone that is coming off the street. If it's someone with a large audience size, you might want to give them different guidance than someone with a small audience size. And so it helps you categorize your affiliates. Many of you probably do this with your customers already today. And so you should do that for your affiliates as well. All right. You bring them through landing pages as contacts so you can email them, and you don't have to rely on the announcements tool, which is, I'm going to say generously, okay.
Okay, that's very generous.
That might be too generous. But it allows you to just basically bring affiliates into the fold, into your standard email templates, and also just you could run sequences with them, right? It's just a much better way. Another tip along these lines is we
And
talked
they
about
can
form
unsubscribe
submission.
easily.
Yeah, and unsubscribe. Yeah, and we have affiliates that just try to drive folks directly to an offer page. Like we talked about this a little bit with the form submission report. Um, what I find is that a lot of our larger affiliate programs on Kajabi that Heroes have built, they don't drive people to those checkout pages at all. Like it is generally they're driving people to a landing page, usually with like some freebie offer or like some sort of like uh, newsletter like structure, and they drive these customers through an existing funnel. Typically, your affiliates are not going to be sales experts. They're not going to be salespeople by trade, right? So
Yeah.
it helps if you don't force them to talk about dollar amounts, right? And have to like tell people dollar amounts, like, and they don't have to answer questions of like, Sue, why should I pay $500 for this, right? The question is just like, if it's just like, oh, Sue says like this is like a great, this person has like great information and they're offering like this free ebook, like that's an easier sell. Right? That's an easier thing to talk about than it is to say like, what do you mean, like Sue, what did you mean this recommendation is for this $500 course? What is this, right? Even if the course is good, that's still hard. It's hard to drive people to sell that way. And I've interviewed many heroes about this, and a lot of them say the same. It's just like, yeah, like we might have some folks that come in through like directly through the checkout page, but that's very rare, right? Especially for high ticket transactions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last tip: rotate your share links. If you like, the maximum Kajabi will allow a cookie to stay like on your browser, like on your customer's browser for is 90 days. But if you leave a share link active, whenever someone clicks through that share link, so whenever that affiliate has that share link like posted on their website, for instance, and that is how they're getting to you, you'll continue to pay transactions forever, right? For folks that come through there. So rotating your share links, what this means is that a lot of our heroes, especially that run these programs, run these quite large programs, they actually rotate them every year, right? At least. And so it's like, it's not the same share link, even if the course is the same, right? The share link is different. It helps with tracking, helps with a lot of things, but it also helps prevent like stale links, right? Like customers that are already your customers, for instance, and like they just happen to navigate back to your site through that old share link. You don't necessarily want to pay commission for those folks because they know who you are, right? You're your past customer. This sort of like basic organizational pattern helps with that. All right. Any tips on your side, Sue?
I have got so many tips, and I'm also really conscious that we're already over an hour, which I respect your time and I love it. But I'm going to say, for anyone who is interested in learning more about not just setting up Kajabi from the affiliate program side, but about the strategy and ideas for how to create your own affiliate program, once these things are live, which will that be before the end of the year, Stanley, do you think? I'm hoping.
Yes, in fact.
Okay, so once this is live, I will run a workshop on setting up an affiliate program, and I'll share a heap of strategies because there's so much that we can dive into. There's the actual technical how to set it up in Kajabi, which is just but when you set things up in Kajabi, it's like, well, which way do I go? Which decision do I make? And that's where I'll run through some, options for you depending on size of business, etc. So I'll send information out about that later. We'll do that as a separate thing because I have a million tips, and I'm conscious that we got questions, and I am pretty sure that we got some questions here, and Stanley, I'm sure you would love to be able to answer them. So Evie. Can we set different affiliate amounts for certain people without editing the affiliate commission? A client has a couple of people they want to give higher commission percentage amount to, and to have them, when you say them, I'm assuming you mean your client wants their affiliates to see that higher percentage in their dashboard.
Yeah, and I can see that Evie's found this in the setting, but yeah, there is a override. That override occurs at the like affiliate level. And to answer your question, Evie, there is no affiliate and like offer level override, so you can't like override it for a specific offer in that instance, right? So the override, if that override is active for that affiliate, that is the amount they're going to get paid out for anything that is owed a commission.
Oh, we just lost you, Stanley. I don't know if that's me losing you or you. Let me know if you can see Stanley on your end, or if it's just me. I'm not sure whose internet isn't playing the game. Come back to us, Stanley. Okay. You've lost him too. Okay, it is Stanley. No. Okay, Evie, I think you got an answer to your question. But since we have since we've lost, you can see me. Okay, good. Usually it's my internet. Ah, yes, you're back. Hurrah. I was gonna say last time it was me that had the issues.
Okay. But yes, yeah, sorry. I think I answered most of it, Eva, but I think you're understanding the feature correctly, the two features correctly. So specific to what you're asking, there isn't a specific way to do that right now. What I would say with the introduction of this new feature, it is technically doable, but you'd have to edit the commission, like you'd have to intercept it, like with our new like with this new set of features. But it's something that we're evaluating. Like we're always trying to kind of weigh out. We're always trying to weigh out like how much complexity we want to introduce versus like how much flexibility we offer. And so this is one of those areas where it's a trade-off, right? Like we could introduce a lot of flexibility. It would make the UI very, very heavy and very hard to understand. And so we're trying to strike that balance, right? But your feedback is very welcome, right? And so I'll take note of that. And you're not the first person to ask that. I think it's a very fair question. It's just like we are always trying to just make sure that we're striking the right balance there, so that like it's not a nightmare for someone like Sue to teach you how to do it, but like it gives you enough flexibility that you can run the program the way that makes sense to you.
So just for anyone who maybe isn't super familiar with the affiliate program, we can set a commission per affiliate. So you could have a commit. Oh, is it per? No, it's not per affiliate. Or is it?
Yeah. So you can set a commission rate for each individual offer that you offer a commission on, and then as an override, you can also set a commission rate for that affiliate themselves. If an override is active, that affiliate's going to get paid that amount. That amount could be lower
on every offer.
On every offer that they have referred a customer to.
Yeah.
So so that's how the override works. It's a very coarse tool, so it allows you to do the thing, but we basically I think the happy path example of how that would work is like all your commissions are 30%. This is a very good affiliate for you. You give them 40%. So that's how it's supposed to generally work.
Well, you could do it through the coupons.
Yeah.
You could do it through the coupons, but then, no, because then that gives the people that the affiliates signing up to give their customers a discount.
Yeah. So I mean, the coupons doesn't change how the commission rates would be applied, but once again, all specific tools would love to know if that is a significant pain point for you all, because I think that's something that's top of mind, right? It's just how are commissions working for folks? Just the fundamental system of what amounts are granted for what, and I do largely think that we cover a lot of the use cases, but I'm going to tell you right now that we don't cover them all, and there's a lot of different flexibility that we could have, and the reason why it's not there is generally just so that it's not a nightmare. It's not a nightmare to go in there and set things up. But if you're finding that it is too limiting, tell me, right? I want to know so that we can make the right decisions.
Yes. Love it. Oh, I love that you're so open to feedback because
Yeah.
I have a lot of ideas. And just something from Erica with changing the share links, what you were mentioning before about rotating, like I think that's really helpful, but then again comes down to making a strategy that's for your business. For me personally, if I made a blog 4 years ago and I put a link in it, I'm still, wanting that to work. Like I would be annoyed if it didn't. So maybe just let your affiliates know if links are going to be changing so that they can go in and update them, because you can turn different offers. It may be that you only want to offer it and then you decide not to offer the commission on that anymore. So just be letting people in your affiliate program know. That's the benefit as well of getting people to sign up through your forms, because then you can segment out your list and just like send a monthly update out to your affiliates and let them know what's going on. This one, I already asked you before, so I kind of know the answer. I've got a couple of ideas, but from Belinda, is there any workaround for using the affiliate feature if you don't have the growth or the pro plan? Because it is only available, as far as I know, on growth and pro.
Yeah, there is no current workaround. Like it is gated behind the growth and pro plan, but yeah, would be curious to hear your workaround too.
Okay, well, firstly, my workaround is like work on getting enough affiliate, like thinking about upgrading to growth to get the affiliates, but then making sure you use the affiliate program to then make up the difference in sales would be my first thing. Like, don't just go, oh, I'm going to use affiliates and then set it up and then not actively get your affiliates to promote, because I think you could easily make back the difference in the upgrade just through getting people to promote your programs, and
Absolutely.
getting more sales. Like that's number one. If you don't want to do that, my other workaround would be two things: either creating an offer just for specific affiliates. It could get really clunky, but if you had like even just 1 or 2 people that you knew were going to promote, create a copy of your offer just for them, so that then it's coming through them. And or if you don't want to do that, is just create a custom field on your checkout saying, let me know who referred you. And then you can sort of have an informal, like, there's some workarounds, but if you don't, that's the thing, is it gets to the point, if you're doing something informal first, it's a way to test if it would work. And then if you're like, hey, I'm getting commissions, then you're like, I'm spending an hour every month working it out. Like, how much is my hour worth? Would it be better to upgrade and have that,
Totally.
go through? So that's some of my suggestions, Belinda. Evie, it might be easier to have a 2-level tier for each product, and you set the tier level for each affiliate. Ideas for you, Stanley?
That's a great point, Evie, and I would say that is, I would just say that is something that is not the first time that we've thought about it.
Okay, awesome. And if you're watching the replay, I think I might just do a little ideas for Stanley. I'll copy the pages out of my 80-page Google Doc for you, Stanley. But yeah, share your ideas. I'll put in a thread in the community. And then Erica's just said one of the limitations to blogging on Kajabi, you have to individually update old affiliate links, unlike WordPress. So yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have it in your blog, call to action, like sidebar or something.
Yeah. You'd have to find them, and granted, that would be a little rough. And I think ultimately,
Cool.
like rotating share links, it's also just about program structure, right? Like some people do have evergreen evergreen affiliate programs, and that's totally okay.
Exactly. So this is where, it's about a strategy and what works best for your business, but flexibility is what you're giving us, Stanley, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. And also, just one thing I wanted to mention, if you are using Kajabi's affiliate program, is you may not know that you can use any URL. You don't have to have it go to a checkout or a sales page. You could have it just have a link just to your website. You could have a Facebook group like that gets cookied. And also make sure your affiliates know to disclose their affiliate links. Is just the other thing. A little bit of education when someone joins your program to let them know when they share the links to put disclosure in there, because it may be a new thing to some people. So just letting them know to say, hey, this is an affiliate link, and I will get paid a commission if you choose to sign up. So Yeah. Oh, awesome. I can't wait to see what else is. Oh, hang on. Sorry. I think there's two people trying to click on something. Erica, love the changes. Yes. Thank you, Stanley. I'm loving them. And yeah, we're going to see this coming soon, aren't we?
We will see this coming soon, and I promise you there's more to come.
And if you want to see it even sooner and be part of beta testing these before it's launched live, I'll pop a chat up as soon as I finish here and put you in touch with Stanley so you can test it. I'm excited. I want to test it. I'm like,
Yeah.
testing.
I am really looking forward to everyone's feedback. This is something we've been working on for a long time, so we are very excited here too.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Stanley. It's been beautiful having you back on the Fireside Chats again. Thanks for going a little long. I wasn't expecting it to go this long, but I
could have thought of nothing better to spend 15 minutes extra.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Next week, we are going to be having a very cool panel session with Ali, Steph, and Tabish from Kajabi. These are the people who are seeing what is happening in the creator economy as a whole. They are so plugged in and they're seeing everything across multiple heroes. So if you've got questions and you're like, what is happening in the creator world? Where is, things going? Where are trends? What's Kajabi doing? Please join for the panel. They are happy to have questions. So I've got some questions, but I don't want it just to be about my questions. I want to, have you share your questions as well. So let me know what you want to hear from, the top people at Kajabi about, creator economy, Kajabi, all the things.
Definitely join. That's the brain trust of Kajabi right there.
Exactly. It'll be a really fun session. So that is next Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific for the Fireside Chats. Thanks again, Stanley. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Have a beautiful rest of your day.